Close enough.
Close enough. Let's snow bike it.
So last week, we made the world's fastest snow bike, right over there. It's a beautiful, glorious thing. So now we decided we'd build the world's slowest snow bike. Snow bike everything. So snow bike Grom, coming right up. When they say, we have a snow bike at home, the snow bike at home. We've got what you could have, and then the wish.com version. Like actually, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, Amazon,
This is Amazon,
same thing.
this is Alibaba.
Yeah, it's we'll just round up and say it's wish.com. The math checks out. I came up with this method for the Hayabusa, and it's really the way to go for working on bikes. Can't accidentally knock it off the jack stands.
Did you notice how bent and messed up the handlebars are? The bolts that go up to hold them, the Alibaba special, were not grade 8, let's say.
I try not to look at that part. My first problem here is that the width between these rails here is slightly lesser than the width of this, you know, swing arm mount point.
That seemed to move.
Felt like it did. Yeah, get it on there and then just whack it back into place. Hey, that's looking good. This is not in any way better or faster, but it's gonna be more fun. You know, where I put that big hammer. Where I break it instead of cutting it the rest of the way. Sorry, I didn't realize that was gonna be such a projectile.
No worries, it didn't hit me, it just got close. Oh yeah, that's some weight off of the Grom.
This track setup is offset to this side by like about an inch, and you can kind of see that in the shock. Not that the shock's a perfect indicator, but the shock mount's relatively centered on the track, and the shock is relatively centered on the bike. So it should be over yonder. And obviously, I can't just slide it over because this part's here, but my plan is cut off this front bit that holds this bearing after taking some measurements, and then I'll cut out a plate that just welds over this and holds this bearing again. This whole assembly needs to go that way for this to line up to the sprocket. So if I go this way far enough to be actually centered, which if I have to rearrange things, I might as well rearrange them properly. The sprocket would have to be pretty much there, which is problematic. The solution is put this plate outside of where the chain's gonna be. So if the chain is gonna be, let's say, somewhere in the range of actually kind of where that mark is, right? The new plate that is this just goes well outside of that, say out here. And then we just make this sleevey thing a little longer so it protrudes in until it touches the engine case, or is close to it anyway. Then, yeah. That's way easier. Stonk-olicious. You know, every once in a while, it's fun to work on a little project that just is inherently kind of not great, you know, because then you can just get things done and not worry about them being perfect or lightweight or any of that. Just make it work. that looks a heck of a lot better already. Oh, this little nubbin is in the way. This is actually great because I don't think this track was particularly straight in any dimension. So now I can stand back and look at it and make it at least eyeball straight to the Grom. Which the Grom isn't straight either. No part of the Grom is straight. The wheelie bar's kind of like this, and the handlebars are kind of like that, and it's kind of a mess. But it's gonna look really cool, because snow bikes look awesome. Last night, I made a bunch of hexagons in that plate because, you know, why not? It was easier to cut it out with the arc droid anyway, so adding hexagons just, you know, takes another minute or two. It's inboard enough that it clears the chain, and then I added this little reinforcement plate across the top to tie it to the old plate behind there. It's kind of funny, honestly, like this is a big pile of crap, and then adding this really premium looking plate on there, I feel like it's like, I don't know, it's entertaining.
It made it nice.
Yeah, well, but only like the one piece of it's nice, the rest of it's still crap, so it's kind of fun, you know? A couple little spacers to fill in the gap here, like so. The time has come to remove this sprocket from the shaft there where it's welded on. So I'm gonna chuck it in the lathe. Get it? Chuck it in the lathe, because this is a chuck on the lathe. Did you get the pun?
got the
Did you
joke.
get it yet?
Yep.
Did you get it? Should I explain it some more?
Oh no, I got it.
Oh, okay.
Anybody else get it?
It's always an exciting day when we get a delivery, but this one's especially exciting because it's full of delicious meat. ButcherBox takes the guesswork out of finding high quality meat by delivering premium, humanely raised meat right to your door. Right now, if you sign up, you get free chicken wings for life. New members receive 3 pounds of organic chicken wings free in every ButcherBox for the lifetime of their membership. Who doesn't want free wings? ButcherBox has all sorts of quality cuts that can be hard to find at the local grocery store, and they come at an amazing value. They also have member exclusive deals so you can save even more. Too bad Edwin's not here to enjoy them today. Oh wait, he's vegetarian. Missing out, Edwin. They even have recipe inspiration, guides, tips, and hacks to help you cook up tasty meals with all of this delicious meat. The free Wings for Life offer is a limited time deal. It's only good until February 5th, so get on it now. Here you go, Edwin. We got some lunch for you too. Right, that was easy. Got that. All the weld's gone. It's loose now, and I've already tapped it in a little deeper. It's worth noting that Timbersled, who makes the kit for that, makes one for bikes this size. I mean, it's not for the Grom, but they make them for like little pit bikes and such for kids to learn on. And we could have absolutely gotten one of those and put it on here, but like, this thing just doesn't deserve that. It's way more entertaining to make it out of crap that we ordered from China 2 years ago and forgot about. Oh, hey, look at that. Extreme luck in our favor. Because there's no... Hello.
Sir.
Sir, excuse me. I'm trying to talk here. Oh, you're trying to talk too? Yeah, what are you... Can you let me finish my sentence, please? You'd think I never ever gave you attention. What is this? You kind of smell like moose poop. Right. As I was saying, I wasn't even sure if this was going to be the right length because, you know, it could have ended up with the chain being super loose or way too tight or not fitting at all. But that turned out to be absolutely perfect. we've got ourselves a rotating assembly. Now that that's all attached, you can see I've got my firewood stack out from underneath it. And that's as far down as it can go with the current setup, which is probably good because you can see the track is now kind of at an angle to the floor. So with a little bit of suspension squish here, that should be about right. But as you can see, no fit. Look at there. Woo! Perfection. Give that 2 uggas and a dugga.
Let's go, let's go. You ready to build some stuff?
Are you ready to see what we're building?
Yes, I am. I'm very ready. I am genuinely very curious because it seems like there is a plan that I'm not aware of, so we will see.
Well, there's always a plan you're not aware of.
Yes, always. Oh. Premium. A little baby version of the big one.
I was texting Casey last night, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we built the Hayabusa snow bike," and then I sent him a picture of this. I was like, "And now we're building its stupid baby brother." I was thinking about maybe trying to use part of or some of this spindle, but I don't think that's gonna work. It's just way too tall.
This is the Wish.Grom.
Wish.Grom, that's its name now.
That's its name forever.
A steel spindle it is. I'm gonna bore this out on the lathe so that it fits this bolt, which will reduce its weight significantly, and that'll be the basis for the spindle. Then I can make some, uprights. I'll kind of model it after this to some extent. Obviously much smaller.
You must have learned that trick from Ethan.
Yes, I've watched Ethan do that many a times. And I kind of understand now why, because it's really hard to get like your face down there with the big mask on, so at least can get it into place, and then I can situate the mask. But holding all that stuff and welding and having a mask on, it's kind of overwhelming.
There's my spindle. One side of it anyway. You'll notice it has these 2 holes here. Those, in theory, correlate to the location of these 2 holes relative to this one. I'll just cut this out, one of them, see if it fits, because obviously the other side will have to be different to some extent, and then I'll just modify the design to make the other side match after I can test fit it and see what it looks like. Those are not perfect, but they're very, very close. Irritating. So what I'm talking about here is the angle of the bottom of this versus the angle of that. It's very, very different. So if it were to be bolted on there, the ski would sit like ye, and that would not be good.
Way better.
Yeah, very nice. Okay, clean that up, bolt it together, tack it together. Ow! Still hot. All right, spindle done. Just kidding. Spindle like halfway done.
Will, I have bad news for you.
What?
What do you think?
No!
That's another 10.
No! Please!
Well,
Please!
you gotta stop putting your phone in your back pocket. That's why you keep killing them.
I think you still owe 10 from earlier, too. Pretty stout.
Yeah, so I'll just weld it together, and then I'll add a piece across the front so it's, you know, got sideways rigidity. Because we saw what happened to the Hayabusa one. Which was not a design flaw, that was just it's built for something half the weight. But nevertheless. The Gromber sled, the Wish.Grom, the fake Grom timber sled. Let's see how many more names we can come up with it. It's basically ready for a rip, but Edwin's not here yet. We'll wait for him to be here.
He's gonna be stoked.
Yes, he is. He's gonna be mega stoked. But anyway, in that time, I'm gonna go ahead and make a chain guard, and I went searching for a scrap of thin and or lightweight metal, and found this, which is a piece of the Dream Camper's gas tank that I had to cut off when I made it because I did a dumb. Anyway, it's gonna work pretty much straight up as is as a chain guard. Not exactly, but pretty close. I'll just wrap that around to cover the top a little bit there. Put a couple of holes in it. And we'll have ourselves a chain guard.
Look at this one.
Edward,
baby.
I'm even making you a chain guard so we don't have a murder scooter repeat situation. Hey, I appreciate that.
I didn't know we had that in a t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, actually. What?
It's my favorite shirt. We just never wear it in the videos because they're white.
Yeah.
This shirt is getting dirty today.
Okay. That was much quicker though. Let's go!
Yeah, well, you guys have fun with that. I'm gonna get out the Hayabusa.
I think he was trying to hit a wheelie.
I think he was too, dude.
I don't think that thing's gonna wheelie.
Edwin to try to wheelie anything and everything.
I think if we geared it up just a little bit, which we have a lot of options to do that, it would be a lot more usable.
Also looks like a lot more. The Hayabusa is so much
That
more
is so
premium.
sick. I haven't seen it in person yet, dude. That looks like a riot. That is fun. Oh my gosh. That is so sick looking. This is a real snow bike.
Choose your character.
very clear winner. Oh, he's actually made it further up the hill than I thought.
Now we've had this Grom, street Grom, off-road Grom, Grom three-wheeler, Wish.com snow bike. By far and leaps and bounds of a way, this is the worst version.
Yeah, even the three-wheeler version would get through the driveway better than this.
Oh yeah, at the moment too. Holy smokes, is it hard to drive. Oh, got in a workout today. You want to get in some sins, Will?
Yeah, dude.
I think Ethan's not even gonna drive it. He's probably gonna be like, nah.
Yeah, he's like, I'm getting the Hayabusa.
Yeah, he's like, no.
I don't even think.
Oh, I ran over my foot with the track. Oh, and hit my head on that. That's why you always wear your helmet, kids.
System shut down.